Hey, what's up? It's Van Jean, and here is my monthly journal for uh, 2022. Uh, so as you can see, there's a change of format. I was originally going to write or type it out my 2022 journal. Follow me 2022. However, after going back and forth with different ideas and thinking about it, and gaining inspiration from some of the things I was exposed to over winter break, I decided to go with a vlog type deal. I don't know if you can consider this a vlog because I'm not really showing like different aspects of my life, but it's more me just orally talking to y'all. So take it as whatever you want it. But so I'm just gonna try out this format, see how it goes. If I like it, if I feel like it's expanding my creativity more, then I'll probably continue it just for like the rest of 2022. But who knows? Maybe I'll switch it up. Some months I will do a video. Some months I'll just actually just type it out. So there's that. I don't expect these to be too long. Before I go any further, I think they'll probably be like around 15 to 20 minutes. I feel I was gonna cap it off at 10 minutes, but I realized that there's so much things that happen within a month that 10 minutes doesn't do it justice in terms of explaining what has happened, my thought process, and just how I guess life is going in general for me. So 15 to 20 minutes, and I'll probably edit it and it'll probably get condensed down to 10 to 15 once I do edit like the parts I want. If not, I'll just upload it as it is and just do very, very subtle and little edits. But besides the point, let's get started. So January, oh my god, it's crazy to think that January is almost over. I feel 2022 literally just started, and we're already like towards the end, about to be the end of January. I'm recording this on January 30th. Probably finish this and then do some homework and then just get ready for tomorrow because this week the semester started. So week one just wrapped it up. Pretty simple. I don't feel like my classes are too difficult. I think I only have one class that I'm a little bit worried about. But besides that, I like my classes. I like my professors that are teaching it. So I think things will go well. Gosh, my thoughts are all over the place. Essentially, starting this semester and moving forward, as of right now, I'm only working one job, which is a little bit different for me because for the whole 2021 duration, I was actually working two jobs, both on campus. And as student employees, we get capped off at 20 hours per week because they don't want to overwork us, or we can't actually be scheduled to work more hours. We can, but special documents have to be completed and etc. But typically, if you work two jobs, you just get capped off at 20 hours, even if you do work one. So I'm working 15 hours this semester. However, you might be thinking, wow, dropping them from 20 to 15, that's only 5 hours. It doesn't feel like a lot of time, but honestly, there's so much. I feel like there's so much more freedom there, and honestly, it's a little bit relieving too. I have a little bit more extra time. I'm trying to think of ways to fill it up, but I'm also thinking like just take those 5 extra hours for myself for whatever it is, like sleep. Gosh, I need more sleep, or like just more time for self-care. So a little bit less busy, but we're still busy. Knock on wood for that. Let's see. I have a couple of notes because there's some things that I really want to talk about and share that I've been I guess interacting with, and I want to share my experience so far and what I learned or just cool stuff. Yeah. So one thing I wanted to do was read one book that I am thoroughly interested in, and not just a book that is academically assigned to me. Honestly, I haven't read a book that like I really wanted to for myself and for fun since like oh gosh, maybe like freshman year of high school. I think there was a point in my life where reading was just super fun for me, and I loved it. However, I think after I graduated from middle school and went to high school, I just stopped reading for fun for myself. So trying to get back into it a little bit, but obviously. Anyways, the book that have been reading for the past month, and I haven't gotten too far into it. There's like 250 plus pages in here, but I'm like around page 40. Is The Purpose of Power by Alicia Garza. I actually got this book back in fall 2020, so 2 years, and I've been meaning to read it, but just not having the time, honestly. Just being overloaded with academic reading that made me not want to read for fun for myself. So it's been really good so far. From what I'm gathering so far is in the first chapter, Alicia Garza is talking about her experience of being an African American woman and growing up, and talking about ways and struggles that her community has endured over the past 3, 4, 5 decades, and how she's been navigating her life and how she understands the world in the first chapter, which it's been really interesting and also very relatable. Even though I don't identify as a African American person, being in a minority, a lot of things she talks about I can relate to a lot, mainly because growing up, some of her feelings were the same as mine as well. So, and there's actually one part in the first chapter here that she said, and it just hit me really hard because I felt it to my core. Some of the things I endured in my life. So it's on page 32 right here. Actually, even highlighted it. And it's, I was given the same astonishment that other black children were given, to be twice as good and work twice as hard, because white people would always assume you were half as good. So take it for whatever you think that means, but it's just like that. Like, you have to constantly be proving yourself, even though nowadays it's like, just live for yourself. You don't have to prove to anyone. But growing up, I think for myself, there's always been that constant like prove it mentality, where it's like, okay, I have to prove my ability, my worth, of why I'm here in this class specifically, or why I'm here in this not grade level, but taking like an AP course, or taking like a course that's a little bit, or a label that's more intellectually difficult or academically challenging. So at the beginning of this month, I started listening to a podcast called Finding Mastery by Gervais. And his podcast is basically him trying to explore and gather information and interview people in different professions about how they got to where they are, in terms of why are they so particularly good in their craft or in their profession, and what they define what their mastery is, or their journey towards fighting mastery. So I've been really enjoying that. I think I'm like on episode 7 or 8, but still really early on, just so that I can expose myself to different different knowledge and different ideas by honestly experts in different fields and professions, and just continue to broaden my mindset and like growth. So but there's this one particular episode, I forgot what the interviewee was, but he was telling to Michael Gervais about his upbringing and his life growing up, and hearing about it. He told Michael Gervais that it's post-traumatic stress or PTSD. And what's interesting is that Michael Gervais, he's not the person who done research on this idea, but it was the first time I've heard it. So in my way of thinking, he's the one who introduced this idea to me. So Michael Gervais said that, with PTSD, post-traumatic stress, that's like a very negative connotation of something that somebody has gone or endured in their life, and that there is a byproduct that also is produced because of PTSD, and that is called PTG, which is post-traumatic growth. And I actually had to look it up. I was like, whoa, what is this? And learning more about it, it's super intriguing. And it's, I don't know what is the correct way to diagnose if you undergone PTG, but because not every post-traumatic stress disorder, in post-traumatic growth, an individual who has suffered a traumatic experience somehow finds ways to turn it into something good. Typically, interpersonal relationships are improved, with friends and family valued more, and more time being spent in helping others. So, I'm definitely gonna look more into this. I feel like a lot of things that Michael Gervais said within that episode when he introduced PTG to the interviewee, like, I was able to resonate so much with what he said, because I personally felt like with a lot of things I went through in my life, I feel like I've undergone PTG as well. But it's always so hard to diagnose, like, oh, if you actually went through this, because obviously I'm not a medical expert or a psychologist. Yeah. Right? Is that a word? Psychologist? Pretty sure. Yeah. But yeah, Finding Mastery by Michael Gervais podcast. Highly encourage y'all to listen to it. Ooh, 1640. Okay. Before the semester began, I was not offered. In my head, I feel like it's an offer, but when I take a step back and look at it, it's not an offer. More like I was scouted. I think that's like the best terms and like best way to describe it. I was scouted. I was scouted for an opportunity. However, due to my availability and my status as an undergraduate, I was unable to further inquiry about said opportunity. And it's super mixed feelings. There's mixed feelings I have. One is like I'm super happy, and two, I'm super sad and disappointed. And I guess I can start the sad and disappointed part first. It's an opportunity that I always wanted, and I still want. However, I am currently unable to pursue it much further because of my status. Of my status, of my unavailability because I'm an undergraduate. So I'm super sad about that. However, it makes me super happy that I'm an undergrad and I'm already being scouted for a opportunity on campus that other professionals are seeking out. So it makes me really happy that my skills and what I'm doing does matter, and that people are taking notes, people are taking notice, and what I'm doing is good work. And yes, maybe I should focus a little bit more on my academics. However, it makes me really happy that, look, I haven't even graduated college yet, and I'm already getting scouted for these opportunities on campus. So lets me know that I'm doing good. And I'm putting in the right amount, and hopefully putting in even more work so that when I do graduate, either this opportunity or a similar opportunity opens up and is reached out to me. So so for me personally, I feel like that's my first L, maybe second L this semester in terms of just like life. It's good, and it's also disappointing. But you know what? Many times I feel like, man, I should have graduated already by now. I'm in my 5th year, and I won't be done until spring 2023, which is gonna be my 6th year of college. But I also have to remind myself that, hey, you would have been done already by now, or even done last semester, but you picked up 2 minors. That's it. You picked up 2 minors, and that extends your stay, no matter what. I'm not early. I'm not late. I'm on time. I'm exactly right where I'm supposed to be in terms of graduating and the duration of how long I'm in college for. So, just gotta remind yourself, keep yourself grounded. Something that I've learned hearing this and using it and applying to my life is that the highs are never too high and the lows are never too low. And you gotta keep yourself grounded in that middle part, so that when great things happen to you, you celebrate it, but you also gotta remind yourself, hey, still got work to do. So bring yourself down a little bit, just actually celebrate it, bring yourself back down, keep it moving. Or when shit hits the fan, or you're just having a very shitty week, you're skipping meals, you're not getting enough sleep, you forgot to turn in assignments, and you're hitting that bottom platform of like, this is shitty, man, it's super exhausting. Yes, that does happen, but you also gotta remind yourself, hey, it's not permanent. This part that I'm down here, it's not permanent. So just let yourself float back up, ground yourself, and keep it moving. So I just gotta keep reminding myself of that, even when great opportunities come my way and I'm not ready for it yet. I'm thinking if I want to tell y'all about that first L that I took this year already. It's just life, and I guess think about your work, and then think about like you yourself tried, and if things don't work out, they just don't, and you gotta be okay with that, and you gotta keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward. Yeah, even though this thing that I really wanted didn't work out, it's fine. Just be patient. Patience. And stubbornness, and perseverance, and resilience. It's a whole different mixture of different. I'm rambling on now. Just know that I have 2 L's so far in January and throughout 2022 so far. So, but hopefully February it's gonna be good. Your boy's still single, so not gonna be celebrating Valentine's with anybody. But self-love, self-care. That's one of the great things too. Is that you can't love someone else if you can't even love yourself first. So, self-care, self-love. That's still really, really good too. So, got some things lined up in February. We'll see what happens. I'm afraid to put expectations because it's like, if whatever you're doing, whatever is coming up doesn't meet or exceed your expectations, then it's like you're just setting yourself up for like heartache and like other feelings of disappointment. So I'm not gonna do that, but I'm not also gonna say whatever happens. It's let's control what we can control, and we'll just let the universe work itself out. Whew, okay, man, that's 25 minutes. Oh shit. So that's my January 2022 journal. Hope that you all stay safe out there. Wash your hands. COVID is still around, and I will talk to you another time. Maybe at the end of February. So yeah. Catch you next time.